And on this day, when every path was cut off in her face hair and sold it in the houses, and she kept her away, and the money, and it ran out, two men came from Ayoub's friends, passed by him to check on the situation. Is he still alive or dead? They approached him and said to the other, Job has done a great sin because of him. This scourge was afflicted. Ayoub heard this word, and his eyes shed tears. He said to them, But I am not passing by the market, and people are. Allegiance, and this swears by God, and this swears by God. So I go back to my house and make an atonement for them, because one of them is a sinner. There is no way, so that he does not swear in the name of God on a lie. Then he said his word. He said his prayer. Of course his wife came back, and she did not find something. I sat with him. She said, Oh, Ayoub, when you asked God to heal you, he told her, How long we have been in this scourge? She said, 18 years. He said, I am ashamed of God to ask him to heal from his affliction, and when he reaches the extent of his grace, I mean, he lived 40, 50 years in grace, and 18 years in a scourge, he is ashamed to ask God, so that the cuffs are equal. When he said that, his wife also went out, looking for food. She is hungry, and her husband is hungry and sick. And Ayoub said in her outing, that is his call mentioned in the Quran, O God, I am touched by harm, and you are the most merciful. He did not say, God, heal me. He begged to ask for healing, and the other prayer that the devil touched me with fraud and torture. It's news about the situation, news describing the situation. And who described the situation? To those who are not hidden from him. Enough describing the situation from the tongue of the article, I am touched by harm. I am touched by the devil with fraud and torture. And the answer comes from God. Run with your leg. This is a cold. Wash and drink. How beautiful is the answer, and what a beautiful prayer. An old man hurts. Run with your foot. God was almighty and high, able to heal him without telling him to run with your leg, isn't it? Why did he tell him, run with your foot? Because God linked the reasons to the causes, and when the movement was a blessing and a reason for livelihood, he assigned him the movement that he can, and the simplest movement a person does, moves his leg. Run with your foot, even if he runs weak, even if the movement of a sick person, but move your leg for the reason, and look, you will see the miraculous wonder that the one who ordered him to run is God, and he is the one who ordered Moses to hit the sea with the stick, and he is the one who ordered Moses to hit the stone with the stick. Hit with your stick the stone. Reason says if the stick hit the stone, it broke and did not break, but exploded. The water hit with your stick the sea. Reason says if the stick hit the sea, the water would fly, but it did not fly, but exploded. Run with your foot. The earth ran, the earth from a sick person. What do you do without it? And explode the water as it explodes. The day Ismail ran with his feet on the ground, Hajar went down to Al-Marwa, then to Al-Safa, then to Al-Marwa, and Ismail under Doha alone, a small infant, ran with his feet on the ground, and the water exploded. So Hajar came, running and hitting water with her hands, fearing that her son would drown, telling him, Zam, Zam. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, May Allah have mercy on our mother Hajar. If you did not say Zam, it would be a river flowing now. And I have to stop. In the language, what is see means stop. Stop. Run with your foot. Okay, any legs? He ran with the right or the left, or they are together. What do you think the matter is? Allah, and this matter is obedience to Allah. And obedience originally works with the right. If you saw someone greeting with his right hand left, what do you say? You say, no, he shook hands with your right hand. So he ran with his right leg. The ground and exploded from the dry land, fresh water, cold, and God said, why? This is a washer. This is your own Ayoub. This water is for you, medicine and healing and food and purity. This is a cold washer. In this verse, a scientific miracle and a medical miracle. But the medical miracle that washing after sports is a reason for health and wellness. Run, sport, this is a washer. Enough sport is cool, because sport opens the pores of the body. So if sweat comes out and you do not wash it, it clogs the pores and leads to fatigue and sickness and fatigue. Contrary to what you wanted from sports, from health.
Run with your foot, this is a good washer. He ran and washed before he drank. Why? Because if a person exercises and drinks directly, as if he is nothing. Because sport raises heat inside the body and it releases sweat. So if you drink, you turn off this heat as if you did nothing. So he told him, run with your feet. This is a movement followed by sweat. Okay, wash. This is a washer. I finished and relieved. Okay, drink. Instead of what came out of your body from sweat, this is a cold washer, and after him and drink. Ayoub did run with his foot, and the fresh water exploded. Cold albumin, sweating his body, got out of it, sickness and sickness. He washed with water, his skin returned to him and its clarity and purity and beauty and health, and he drank from that fresh water, albumin, until he got up from the place walking. And if his poor patient wife came to the place where her husband was sitting, and she did not find him, what happened? Where did Ayoub go? A lion or a predator ordered him to eat it, or people, and they stole, or died. So people accepted, and they took him and buried him. Where did he go?